Okay, a few words about this straight eighths progression. It's really streamlined, and it's a modern version of kind of like Johnny Be Good. You know, it's like that, and it's straight eighths because it's eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. And this is called a slow change, which differentiates it from the quick change, which was in the slow blues. This is a slow change because it stays on the one chord for 4 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second bar, third bar, fourth bar. And on the 5th bar goes to the 4 chord, 6th bar, then the 7th bar, 8th bar. Then on the 9th bar, 9th and 10th bar, you play the 5 chord. 10, 2, 3, 4. And then the 1 chord on the 11th bar. And then on the 12th bar, I go back to the 5 chord. Like the slow blues, we are keeping the scale opportunities really wide open because I'm just playing in the rhythm like we did in the slow blues, just the root and 5th, and alternating pinky playing the major 6 on the 1 chord, and the root and 5th on the 4 chord, and an alternate pinky playing, in this case it would be the 9 or the 2 in the key of B. So we're not defining the harmony, although the bass does kind of play a major 3rd right there. The bass is in an octave, you know, it's an octave lower, and it's not really going to clash very much with the minor 3rd. But like we talked about in the slow blues section, it's a good idea always to choke the minor 3rd. So it's not quite the major 3rd, not quite the minor 3rd. Anyway, so our first scale choice, let's look close, zoom in and take a look, is going to be just good old B minor pentatonic, which is the same as A minor pentatonic that we did in the slow blues, only up 2 frets. And the blues scale, where you add the flat 5 for that touch of doom. Minor pentatonic in the blues scale. Like we did in the slow blues, you can slide this minor pentatonic down 3 frets, and then it becomes B major pentatonic, and now the roots are right here. So that note right there is the root, so that's an important note. And there's the root. This is the little triangle I'm going to talk about in the Essential Classics section for major. So major pentatonic and minor pentatonic. And if you want to do a real advanced kind of thing, you do major pentatonic over the 1. When we go to the 4, go to the minor pentatonic. You heard the change there, but you don't have to follow that. You can go major or minor pentatonic at any point throughout this progression. The next scale choice is going to be Dorian, and we've done that before in previous segments. And this is B Dorian, which is the same as the A major scale. And if we look at the B Dorian scale, the only 2 notes we're adding to the pentatonic scale to make Dorian is the 9 or the 2, and that's that alternated pinky. So it's same as that note. And then the 6, that note right there, which is the same as that alternating pinky on the low, on the B chord. So the Dorian scale is going to work great with these guitar chords. So let's listen to those, start the jam track, and we'll just listen to those, and I'll describe what I'm playing. So we'll start with the pentatonic and the blues scale. So that's just the blues scale. And then we could slide that down 3 frets for major pentatonic. minor pentatonic again. And then the Dorian. So all those, the Dorian, the blues, major pentatonic, and minor pentatonic, all those scales are going to be great, and they can work at any point during the jam. I wanted to talk about one other thing, and this is kind of often referred to as Mixolydian or the dominant scale, and it's exactly the same as Dorian, only it has a major third. So in the tabs that go with this 12-bar segment, I have the scale pattern that starts on the low E on B, for Mixolydian. And really, Mixolydian is the fifth mode. So if it's easy for you to think of B is the 5 in the key of E. B is the 5 in the key of E. You're playing the E major scale over its 5 chord. Or if it's easier for you to think this way, a B major scale with a flatted 7. Because it has the flatted 7, that's why it's called the dominant scale. There's the flat 7. Then the major third. The major third. It has a real major, kind of a happy sound. And let's start the jam track and I'll play it. So the scale choices are really open. You should have a lot of fun with this. And next, let's talk about timing.